Hey there, kids. This is going to be Thursday, March 19th. This is part one. My paper right here looks like this, and I'm going to go through these 4 questions with you right now. Okay, so the first question gives you a ratio about eggs to flour, and it's a pancake recipe. The initial ratio, 2 eggs for every 3 cups of flour. It says if I have 45 cups of flour, then it's asking me to find out how many eggs I need to make that recipe. So we're just making this recipe larger. We're going to use x to represent our unknown value here. And we're going to turn these into fractions. And you guessed it, we're setting this up as cross multiplication. So 2/3 equals x over 45. Remember, the numbers on the left side of your ratios always go on top. The numbers on your right always go on bottom. That way we keep it accurate and honest. So here we cross multiply. 2 times 45 is 90. 3 times x is 3x. So 90 equals 3x. So x equals 90 divided by 3. And nice, graciously, x equals 30 eggs for problem number 1. Remember, I'm going through these quickly. As a review, please pause the video, check your work as needed. I'm going to pause to reset for the next one. Okay, so we're ready to go. Problem number 2, same ratio, similar problem. Here we're told 50 eggs, and we're asking how many cups of flour do we need to make pancakes with 50 eggs. The same as we did with problem 1, we set it up as a fraction. 2/3 equals 50 over x. Cross multiply, so we get 2x to equal 3 times 50 is 150. 2x equals 150, and then x equals 150 divided by 2, which equals 75. And of course, it's cups of flour. Very important because we're making pancakes. Got to get that ratio right. So 75 cups of flour was our answer. That is kind of hard to read. I apologize about that. Marker's dying, glare from the sun, bad angle, a lot of things coming together. I'm going to pause to reset for problem number 3. So problem number 3, same ratio, 2 to 3 eggs to flour. It tells us that there are 57 cups of flour, asking us to find out how many eggs, so we use x to represent that unknown. And the problem should be set up just like 1 and 2. 2/3 equals x over 57. 3x on this side. 2 times 57 is 114. And now we're going to figure out 114 divided by 3. You can carry out the long division. You can use a calculator. You will, whichever method you use, you want to make sure that you do arrive at the correct answer. You'd need 38 eggs for 57 cups of flour. The last problem, problem number 4, it tells us about Stephen's friend Stefan, and he uses a different ratio. He's got, instead of 2 to 3, he's got 3 to 4. And so we know that 3 to 4 is the same thing as saying 3 divided by 4. And when we do that division, we get 0.75. Again, I'm going to go quickly here, just in the interest of time. So that is Stefan's. Let me just circle it here, and I'm going to Stefan with a PH. I did this mostly to amuse myself, Stefan and Stephen. I hope maybe you thought it was a little tiny bit funny. And then I can do the same thing for Stephen, his ratio of 2 to 3. I'm going to do it right here. 2 to 3, 2/3 equals 2 divided by 3, or it equals 0.66. Repeating forever, and that's Stephen with a V. And so the question is, which of these two gentlemen has a more eggy mixture, eggs on top? Top number divided by the bottom number tells us the ratio. So Stefan's got 0.75 eggs for every 1 cup of flour. Stephen's only got 0.66 eggs for every 1 cup of flour. So this number is larger, more eggs per 1 cup of flour. So Stefan's our guy. We'll pause